What's up? alexy1 here playing step by step, and we tend to get 1d4 a lot recently, so I think I'll do something really weird. I don't yet know what. I think I'll start with knight f6. Last game we played e5 here, after c4 that is. But yeah, now I want to try something different. I don't know what he's thinking about. Maybe he's thinking about the same as I am, like try something really strange. And I don't yet know what I'm supposed to do. I think I'll go b5. Just whatever. And now a6. Some sort of weird banco-like. But we saved out our c5. Yeah, I think g6 might be the way to go. Yeah, let's castle. And now what? So is there really a threat? It doesn't seem like it. So normally we'd have c5 and d5 in between. That's not gonna happen now. Let's just put our bishop here. Yeah, our opening experiment hasn't really panned out the way I hoped it would. Let's go c5. If he goes e5, I think I can either take or play knight g4. But instead he goes for d5, and now it's back to a banco again. Oh, I missed a little tiny detail here. Okay, queen b3 was probably winning. So yeah, lucky for us, he didn't go for that. And now we can just push d5 in the future, and that might be the real reason. Well, the real idea here for black. Yeah, I think it's time for d5 now. If he takes, I want to take with the pawn actually, but I'm kind of scared of that. Yeah. Huh. So if d4, knight a4, I guess. Yeah. Knight c4. I need to defend our bishop on b7, but other than that, I think we're somewhat fine now. I don't know. Knight c9 e4, but knight d5 maybe. Oh, still knight d5. Huh? That wasn't why I was laughing. I thought there was another trick, but yeah, okay. Huh. That's interesting. Oh, we can take on f4, can we? Yeah, I think we can. Now we can take here. Huh. So yeah, that was quite interesting. A quite interesting exchange of pieces there. Material-wise, we're 2 pawns down, but we have a small exchange, which means 2 pieces against the rook. And if we go here, he's gonna take though. But I want to take on f4, but then rook d1 probably. No, I have a little nice, a nice little move then. Oops, I dropped my queen. Please take my queen. Yeah, that doesn't work. My friend, that doesn't work. Mr. Step by Step. Thank you. Okay. Let's have a look. So yeah, this is quite nonsense. Of course, normally c5, d5, and then b5 is theory. But this, I don't know. I just thought, why not? So yeah, a6 takes. I think taking is definitely not the best. Because I know when you play knight f3, you can go b5, but then e3 is the whole point. So usually you want to be able to take back on b5 with the bishop, and therefore here I guess e3 is best again. I don't know for sure, but this kind of makes sense that it's not ideal. It seems like a weird looking banco. I think e6 might be a better way of dealing. Our bishop shouldn't go to g7. And just play d5 and just have a normal position with an active bishop. Okay, we're a pawn down, but whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Because now I'm playing in sort of banco style, but here is the problem. Like, this bishop is very good now, whereas if the pawns were on c5 and d5, the bishop is much worse. So yeah, that kind of makes a difference. And here I was deciding between e5 or c5. This kind of feels like, well, it feels like c5 is the best move, but I was afraid of e5 actually. And I wasn't sure if I was gonna take on e5, take on d4, or play knight g4. I think I'll take. No, I can't take on d4, obviously. So I think I'll go knight g4. Yeah, or knight d5 even. Knight g4, h3. Then we can take. So we couldn't take on d4 immediately due to the fact that you will win an extra piece. But after h3 we could take there, because if he takes on h3 on g4 we can just take on c3. Yeah, but he went d5 and now e6 is just a bad move. It's just an outright bad move. He took and played, and he could have just played queen b3. And I was gonna cry. I was gonna play queen b6, but he's just gonna win material. Knight g5 even. It's super horrible. Knight e5, f4, bishop f4. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Now queen b6 and now d5, and now we're suddenly doing quite okay. Although we should have taken with the knight again. Okay. That sucks. Why? Because pawn takes feels much more sane. I guess knight e5, yeah, I was somewhat afraid of that, just putting the pressure here. And now knight a4 then? No, knight d5, knight a4. Whoa. Knight d5, yeah, I mean, these pawns are not as good anymore, because they're never gonna move again, and now they're just targets, and we're still pawn down. Some issues here, we can't take due to bishop takes and bishop takes a8, so queen a7, but yeah, I don't know, I agree that it's quite horrible. But now we might be doing fine. I thought he might go to e4 actually instead of b5. And I was planning to go knight d5 here. But he went to b5 instead and knight d5 still. But I kind of missed that. But luckily we have this. But yeah. I really did miss that. Yeah, there's no other move than taking on d4. And there is no other move than taking on f4, I think. With the rook. Because if we take with the knight, he's just going to take back with the pawn. And then we don't have any follow-up. So rook takes is a pretty good move. And I like this rook e8. Although I had something better here. It seems. Or did I? No, I didn't. And this is just a losing move. Due to the fact that if he takes on d7 here, we have a check and then just win the rook. So, or mate him, which is even better. I was probably just gonna take the rook, but whatever. It's both just totally crushing, of course, and an in between check doesn't help because I just have c4, and then knight f6 and knight g4 and resign. So yeah, pretty cool game. Let me know what you thought of it, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.